So there's a tip for drilling holes with the Mac drill into thinner wall tubing. I don't know if it's commonly known or if I'm blowing your mind, but here it is. When I first tried to drill holes with the Mac drill into 3mm tubing, this happened. Maybe some of you had the same problems. Fortunately, this machine turns off by itself when the clamping fails. And you can also see that the machine doesn't have its maximum clamping force by the blinking of this button. When I put the machine onto this 15mm thick steel plate, it doesn't blink, so it has its maximum clamping force. But back to the tubing. So to solve it, I tried to clamp the machine down with a clamp here in the flat spot at the front. But then the machine rotated around this point, so I would have needed a second clamp at another point. But there's no second flat spot to clamp to, so that doesn't solve the problem. Instead, I then used another piece of steel, in this case 10mm thick steel plate, that I put into the tubing underneath the magnet. You can check the distance by just holding it outside the tubing. Put your hand in the right spot and then put it in there. It's important to first turn off the magnet to be able to get the steel plate in the right spot. Then put it there, turn the magnet back on, and now the clamping force is reinforced a lot. It's still blinking, so it doesn't have its maximum clamping force, so you still have to be a little bit careful. But with this trick, I didn't have any issues anymore with drilling in thinner wall tubing. So that's a much faster and much safer way to drill a hole with the Mac drill into thinner wall square tubing with just the help of a simple piece of steel. I hope that helped, and thanks for watching. See you in the next part of the lifting table.